Hi there, I wanted to make a quick tutorial for those who don't know how to rip from Halo 5 Forge PC. I'll try to make this pretty quick, but I'll try to go into detail a little bit about the nuanced parts of it. Um, First off, you're going to need to get Halo 5 Forge PC from the Windows Store. You're going to go to the Windows Store app on your computer, type in Halo 5. It's going to be this Halo 5 Forge bundle, and you're going to install that, and it's going to go into a certain folder in your computer called Windows Apps, and it's located inside your computer C drive, program files, Windows Apps. However, this is protected by Microsoft, and there is no way, as far as I know, about one other program to get by that. And even if you have administrative rights and you try to go in it, it says you've been denied permission. And this is obviously to protect the exes and all the executables, all the files of the games you get from the Windows apps, um, and other apps too, not just games, from users who are trying to copy and pirate things. So this is their way of saying, hey, you can't go in this folder, but you can download things to it. Um, Fortunately, when you have Halo 5 Forge downloaded, you can use a tool called UWP Dumper, and it is basically tries to get around and bypass the encrypted file system of the Windows Store. So basically, you would download it from the GitHub, which I'll provide. And thanks to Wunk, who created this. He's awesome. And everyone else who helped with it as well. You'll go to the GitHub, click the download the latest binary here. You'll be visited. You'll be going to here, click the zip file here and extract it, and you'll be met with a couple other folders. The basic premise of it is you will run the program, and then you will see numbers associated with each program running on your computer. So let's say I just extracted it, right? I have these. You just pick the kind of machine you're running it on. I have an x64. I will run it, okay? And now it's booting up, and I have a lot of stuff running right now. So these are every single program and process I have running on my computer. The idea behind it, right, is that you would run Halo 5 Forge once you've downloaded it from here. Once it's ready to play, you play it, have it running in the background. Then you start up UWP Dumper, okay? And then through here, it's going to be kind of a weird name. It's going to be like a really long string. It might be even called like a code name. But one of them will be Halo 5 Forge. It probably won't say Halo 5 Forge, but it's kind of hidden and ambiguated a little bit. But once you find that, you just type in the number associated to the program. So if, let's say, if I found out this was Halo 5's EXE running in the background, I would type 36704 all the way, where the heck did it go? Right here. I'd say it's 37604, whatever the heck the number was, and then I'd hit enter. And then it would look something like this. And it would take a long time because it's a lot of files, right? So all of this gets copied to a certain folder somewhere on your computer. I can't remember exactly where. It looks like dump. Yeah, it looks like it's going to go into your users folder, your username, app data, local packages. Look for a dump folder, and that's where it's going to dump everything to. Make sure you have space on your C drive because it's huge. Okay, but once you have that, you're going to be met with, let me see if I have it here, Halo 5. You're going to be met with, wait, is this the wrong one? This is totally the wrong one, isn't it? Hold on. Let's see, Halo builds, Halo 5, Halo 5. Hold on, I gotta organize these better. Here, Halo 5 Forge files. You're met with this. Okay. Now, you're gonna want to find the modules, which are located in the deploy folder. The P's, you'll need to do this for everything, right, mind you. But there's the any folder, which has the models, and the PC folders, which have all the textures. Okay. So I'll try to go back here. This is models, this is textures. Okay, so keep that in mind when doing this next part. Then you're going to want to get Reclaimer made by Gravemind. Okay, once you have that installed, you will open it up, go to File, Open Module. Okay, so I'm already kind of there. I'm in the PC levels category. It doesn't matter where you start, you just have to understand this next part, right? Also ignore these folders because I dumped these, which I can talk about if people care enough later. But for this, you don't need it. Let's say I start with the models, right? Let's say I start with this module files that has the models in it. Okay, I load it up. It takes a little bit. Okay, and just like any other Halo game, I can go down to the render model category. I can load up dice, and lo and behold, it's yellow, and that is because it has no textures, right? And that's because the folder is separated between any and PC. And PC is the folder that holds the modules that have textures. The any folder holds the modules with the models. Okay. But a way to get around that and combine the two is Reclaimer has this button called Add Linked Module. Okay. You'll click that. And what you can do is you kind of combine all the modules together so they can all communicate with each other. And so let's say I've done this one already. I can then target these, hit open. All right, that changed a little bit. Now we're going to go, I can go into here if I want to. I can combine all these if I want to. And basically you can get all crazy. You can combine every single thing. But for this, this example, what I'll be doing is I'll just be doing the basic models, which I've already done. And I'll go to the PC, go to levels, and I will do all of these. And I'll link all of these together. It's going to lag a little bit. But now it's done. I'm back. And then now, let's say since all those modules are linked, I can then go to models and they will be textured, right? And then basic Reclaimer stuff apply. You can extract the model with this button. See the file formats down here you want to export as, whatever. And then here's the textures. Okay, you can export textures with these two buttons. And then it's basically the same, right? Some caveats are the Halo 5 Forge does not have all Halo 5 models in it. So it won't have a lot of campaign assets like the Kraken, the Grunt Goblin, the Warden. Anything from campaign is very not likely to be here. But that being said, you can still find things like, if I could spell correctly, there you go. You can find a Grunt, right? So you can get a Grunt and you can get all the textures out as best you can, right? So he'll come out just fine. However, there's things like the elites that don't have a full model in here. The hunters, the jackals, there's tons of stuff that's in here just by accident. Like you could find the Spartans from campaign in here, right? But you maybe won't find Roland, or Sloan, but you can find Spartan Tanaka or Spartan Vale. You can find all of them in here and you can grab them out of here this way. Getting the other stuff out is a different way entirely, and it requires different files that can't be publicly shared. But since this is on the Windows Store, you can get them and use tools to get them yourself without being, any files being shared necessarily from me. Just I'll tell you how the process is done, and then you can do with that information what you will. But this is the current process to get stuff out of Halo 5 Forge PC. Join the Halo archive for any questions you have. I can go over other stuff, more closely. I would show the UWP Dumper process a bit more and what the name might look like, but I deleted it from my system. It's like 40 gigs, and I have too much stuff to have it on there. And plus, the dumping process takes I think it took 3 hours last time I did it. So if you have a solid state, that might go a little bit faster. But it's going to take a long time. But that's essentially the entire process. And once you have it dumped from UWP Dumper, it's a lot easier. Okay. There's a little bit of extra stuff you want to do if you want to do some texture research between Halo Forge PC and Halo 5. You will then use FiveTool, and that's probably a different video. But basically, you'll use FiveTool, build it, compile it, and then you'll use that to dump the modules out into basic folders structures. So you'll dump them, and it'll look kind of like this. So like this module dumps into this kind of folder, right? And then this module will dump into this kind of folder. And I've deleted this since, but there'll be a ton of stuff in here. Okay, it'll look very similar to this, where go to PC, go to this. There's more in here. There's objects. There's characters. There's elite anatomy textures, but there's no model for the elite in the Halo 5 Forge, at least not in the live one. There's dead ones, but Anyway, if you need any help, let me know. My Discord is plastered crab. So thanks for watching.